All right, hello everyone. We're doing another one-take video. We got a 2025 Dodge Ram 1500 Rebel. 2025 means it's got the inline six-cylinder turbo engine, SST as they call it. It's good for 420 horsepower, 420, and 469 pound-feet of torque. I like how Ram managed to have 420 and 69 in their engine specs. This thing is just about fully loaded. It's crazy. It's about 75 grand. It's the Rebel, meaning it's the 4x4, the 4x4 off-roady type. I mean, they all can be 4x4. One of the features it has is air suspension, which can, well, it's got a power tailgate. I pressed the wrong button, my bad. But the air suspension can lower the truck. If you hear the air compressor going on right now, it's actually lowering the front, so you can get in easier. It's lowering the back now. It's going to go back to the front now. Very cool. The air suspension is very, very comfortable to drive. Seriously comfortable over the shitty roads here in Boston. It goes great. Power tailgate, which I didn't hold the button long enough for it to open. Regular bed, but the tailgate closes really nicely too. Damn it. Son of a bitch. Close. It closes really well when it closes. I hate mistakes like this. Let's try it again. All right, it's opening itself. Now, see? Really simple. I gotta figure out why it didn't close before. This one has a tow package. Advanced tow package of some kind, which has these huge mirrors. They're as good as they are problematic. We'll get into that in a little bit. It's got a tonneau cover. Second row is huge. It's a luxury sedan thing, bigger than a luxury sedan. It's ridiculously comfortable. Both seats fold up. The floor isn't exactly flat like on some of the competition models. Specifically Ford, that's basically really flat, which is really nice. This thingy extends over to here, so you can have a bigger storage area or you can have more floor area, up to you. In the back you got all kinds of USB chargers, 120 volt socket. Again, this is a fully loaded model, so it's got everything you can imagine on it and then more. Front seats, it's got a cool passenger side screen over here. Your passenger can change music easier. They can follow the GPS, or they can see the exterior cameras. It's a novelty. It's a toy. Whatever. Heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel. We'll get to the inside in a second. Subtle updates outside. Nothing really crazy. I personally can't tell the difference from last year's model to this year's model. Perhaps that's what they really needed to do. Inside is more of the news of changes. First is a new version of their big screen. I like it and I don't. Mostly because it's got a lot of programmable stuff on it. You can add your shortcuts, you can add your widgets. I don't think that makes things easier for people. I think a setup that's programmed in one way but done really well would be better. I personally do not like the soft keys for everything. I do find myself looking down when I wanted to switch between all these things. I would love climate control with just knobs. There should be a hard button for a camera. There's some buttons here, but they're just HVAC on the side. Not great. I think the cheaper version without all this nonsense of a big screen is a better thing. Rear view mirror has a camera in it in case you're loaded up with stuff, which is handy. I don't really love the brightness of these screens, especially at night. But they are what they are. Over here, again, not an ideal design. So this is open and close sunroof. This is just a vent mode. This is shade close and rear window. These buttons look the same. you really need to look up to see which one you want to press. Same thing with the dome lights. These buttons only press these lights on. This is actually new that they put it over here, because most Chryslers have these stupid things that I don't like for light brightness. Other than that, it's a really nice interior. The center console is super cool. So obviously I don't have a second phone on me. I'm using this to videotape, but one phone holder, second phone holder, and those are actually wireless chargers. That's in addition to the 3 USB and 3 USB-C chargers over here, auxiliary input and an HDMI input for this screen over here. I don't know why anybody would hook up anything HDMI over to display on that. It's the size of a modern phone, but who am I to call? So this center console, this slides forward and backwards, but it is not removable. Over here you got a little divider and another console. Pardon my trash, my gadgets. It's cool. The center console is cool. I like it. It's a clever design. This is in addition to this opening of multiple layers. And then RAM was clever enough to put some geometric and algebraic equation formulas over here. But there's also conversion from metric to standard and other useless stuff. Other than that, there's a huge problem that I have with the interior, meaning specifically visibility. The hood cowl is in the way. I have my seat set up pretty high. My head is about an inch from the roof, and I still feel like I'm sitting low. I wish this whole thing was lower, and you know, Ford doors go much lower here, and then they dip over here, and the visibility is much better. And this is where we come to the mirrors. They are huge, massive mirrors. The cool part is they do telescope if you have a trailer. The bottom part of them is separately adjustable. Again, super nice. And obviously there's cameras built into them and everything. But the blind spot they create is huge. I actually pulled up to an intersection and I had a car right behind that mirror and I couldn't see it. You know, combined with the mirror mount, that handle, the A-pillar, this seriously impacts visibility, and driving around the city in this vehicle is not easy. On a positive side, if I can easily get to them, which isn't great, is that there's cameras everywhere that are easily changeable once you get to the menu where you can change them. You can actually add auxiliary cameras. I assume these are for your trailer and that sort of stuff. So that is good, but you're not going to be using them while driving, obviously. Another great part is the turning radius on this truck is really good. I'm actually surprised how good it is. I've through a number of U-turns, or U-poppers as they call them over here, and I was surprised about the relatively small turning radius. The engine itself, you know, honestly, it's good. I don't feel I don't feel the difference between it and a V8. If you drive it and you don't know what's under the hood, if it's a V8 or this twin turbo 6, you really don't know the difference. Big question is the fuel economy, and I'm gonna say the fuel economy is close to the same. I don't see the downsizing in engines being very applicable to large trucks. It may look good on EPA numbers, but in everyday usage, it's sort of the same thing. So take it or leave it. Great truck. I like it. Visibility is a big part to me. It's got a little man step over here if you need to step up and get into the bed, or you can. The air suspension is a huge win for me. And again, this is a top line model. It's fully loaded. It's got everything in it. It's got level 2 autonomous driving in it. I haven't tried it because I hate these things. I'd rather just drive by myself. Sometimes when I do have an access to an open highway, I do play around with them. I didn't with this. I also didn't tow or really load it up. I only have it for a few days, and I just didn't have the opportunity for this. So I can't I can't verify its real manly truckiness things. But vast majority of people who own them just daily drive these things. Pardon my crap over here. It's got power in the bed like they all do now. They all, I think it started with the F-150, and they're all trying to integrate these things. I think it's good for up to 2,000 watts. No, this one is just 400 watts, so not huge. The tailgate, come on, you gonna close on me, baby? There you go. Yeah, it looks great. It goes great. It's super smooth, super comfortable. Visibility sucks. Gas mileage, I can't really speak of in real life usage. It's got a huge tank. I think this one has an optional 33-gallon tank, so it goes for something like 550 miles, I believe. I have to verify that. I like these trucks, I really do. This is actually the first Ram I'm driving, so the visibility is a little bit of a disappointment to me. But other than that, headlights are great, easy to drive at night, easy to navigate, easy to park with all the cameras and sensors and everything. And I got down some really narrow streets. The tires, the Goodyear Wranglers, they are an all-terrain tire, but they look like they have enough good grooves to handle some mud. Quiet, comfortable, no issues with them. Really no issues with anything other than visibility, which to me is huge. Other than that, great track.